There's a lot of work that goes into this that wouldn't be evident if it wasn't recorded. From a distance, 2 coats of epoxy resin applied. It's pretty similar to 3 coats. Each time between coats it has to be sanded because it helps to get rid of the weave pattern of the pot. This is the beginning of the forward Cuddy floor, and sometimes you have to get a little bit creative while you're waiting for the thickened epoxy to set. The 2 side pieces of the forward Cuddy floor are structural and they're bonded in place with thickened epoxy. The rest of the boards will be removable and just held in place with screws so that they'll be easily removable for easy access. Well, that's one floor installed. Time to move aft and install another one. Cross member supports for the aft floor has been installed, and once again I'm waiting for the thickened epoxy to set. I didn't record fitting this and bonding it in place because it just involved multiple test fits until you get everything lined up and fitting in place, and I don't think it makes for very interesting content. Well, like the forward floor, the 2 side pieces are bonded in place and is considered structural. The rest of the pieces will be screwed in place so that there will be easy access to below the floor. Now wasn't that a lot easier than watching me struggle with multiple test fits? Well, I dry fitted the aft floor, then removed it and gave it 2 coats of epoxy, and now it's temporarily held in place with a few screws while I'm waiting for my order of stainless steel screws to arrive. The construction phase of this build is starting to come to an end, but she's a long way from being completed. There has to be fairing and sanding, then more coats of epoxy, then sanding again, before I actually get her to a stage where I can start painting. Now when it comes to a finish, there's 2 camps as far as I'm concerned. One is good enough, where she'll pass muster at 10 meters, and the other is where the finish is too good. In that case, you're afraid to use her, afraid you put a scratch in her finish. So I think the finish I'm going to go for is a 5-meter finish. That's a finish that's good enough, or at least good enough for me. So this is upload day, and I've still got quite a bit of editing to do yet. So I'm pulling the plug here now for this week.